Life moves so fast. Some days I feel clear, like I know where I'm going, like the path is laid out right in front of me. Other days, it's hazy. Decisions feel heavy, and reflections feel harder, like I'm searching for something in the fog. But maybe that's what the fast is about. Not finding every answer, but making space to sit with the questions, to slow down, and maybe, little by little, the fog will lift. Now, I don't know if that's just the food speaking and the hunger and this beauty of that hunger that, again, some days has provided a bit of clarity, or whether this fogginess to reflect is more of a bigger issue. I wonder if other people have had similar issues, but to kind of just sit with yourself, with your thoughts, and really plan a course of action without getting distracted by anything, without having other intrusive thoughts, without having any other difficulties, is something that definitely poses a challenge. Now, maybe this is a thing for everyone, and I'm just being a bit hard on myself, but I want to get better at this. I sometimes feel, even in just normal day-to-day life, there's a bit of a cloud over my head about where the direction of certain things are going, make a concise decision and reflect upon what are the needs that I want and what is the things I want for the future. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't a confidence thing. It's important to have that confidence and to do things with conviction, and I think I do that. I think it's important that when we have goals, we strive for it and we go for it. But there's certain things that I have a hard time reflecting about. Sometimes I feel like action is a bit easier, and kind of it's nicer to kind of go with the flow, this sense of spontaneity, this sense of fluidity. Then where does reflection come into play? Where does the idea of really making a plan, taking steps towards that, reflecting on what do I want for the next 5 years, next 6 years, next 10 years? And it kind of seems counterintuitive, because you're like, oh, Aaron, you have goals, you have aspirations, you have things you want to pursue. And I do, and somehow I reflect on those, but there's certain other things that it just becomes harder to have that inner sense of reflection. It feels like I just have a cloud above my head. Now, there are obviously clear things that can be done to help this: meditation, journaling, these kind of things. I want to reflect on this specifically now, on this day, because maybe this is something that other people are going through. In the Baha'i faith, we have a concept of action, reflection, and consultation, or as I like to call it, the arc. That's literally solely my term, by the way. For some people in that triad, it's difficult in different ways. For example, I feel like I don't, in certain aspects, have a hard time acting upon certain things and going after goals. I don't have a hard time consulting with my friends about it, but that deep reflection can always be a bit more of a block. Why do I have that kind of a block? How do I kind of release that block? And maybe for the next 4 days of this fast, where I feel like it's definitely been more go, and reading and action and doing certain things to develop, that I take a bit more time to reflect. That's something I'm trying to figure out. Maybe you guys are too. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I loved all your book recommendations. Started that book, which is great. And if you have any reflections on how... this is so dumb. If you have any reflections on how you reflect, please, I would love to hear it. Please put it in the comments below. Because genuinely, I think it would help me. It would help me to figure out what are some journaling methods that you guys do. What are some inner dialogue methods that you guys have worked or not worked. Just these kind of stories. Because maybe I'm the only one dealing with this, but I think if I can kind of figure this out, those will help me advance in my own journey of development and growth and progress, instead of just kind of sometimes going kind of just gung-ho towards something. So anyways, with that, I'm going to stop rambling about this, but I have something that might help this process. So we got mail. I got some Snail Mail Club. Our good friend over at Scribbled by Sophie, an amazing artist and creative, has a subscription service to join her Snail Mail Club, where she sends some creative insights, cool quotes, and things to maybe even help you reflect, as I've seen little trinkets on. All in all, I don't really know what fully is in it, but I thought it's really cool to support artists and what they're doing and other people who are creating content of whatnot. So I thought, why not join Sophie's Snail Mail Club? If you guys want to join the Snail Mail Club, I'm going to put the link down in the description below. Go support her. Her content is amazing. Probably so many of you have already seen it, but it inspires me every day. Stuff like this inspires me, and actually getting something tangible in the mail that's not just flyers is amazing. Join her Snail Mail Club, and I thought, why not open it? So let me put this camera back. Okay, so we got. Let me put this here. Why not? We got the Snail Mail Club, and let's open it up. Okay, first up we got an amazing note, which is awesome. A little note from the Snail Mail Club, which is really awesome because it also happens to be about the Baha'i fast. So that's another cool thing that, I mean, we're getting some cool mail during the fast. We got some art. We got some art right here. A little cool thing that we can put up in our studio. We got a quote. Blessed are they who see beautiful things in humble places where people see nothing. She happens to put an exercise that says, draw 15 circles, set a timer for 3 minutes, turn each circle into something. And she says, this exercise is meant to help you build creativity, fluency, flexibility, and feel free to bend the rules. I love that. A little bingo thing. Wow, so this is, honestly, this is kind of relevant. We talk about reflection, but Sophie has included in this to help us think, what is our thoughts and plans and goals for 2025? And taking some time before the spring, which is a special time for us Baha'is. On the 19th is the Baha'i New Year, or Nowruz, which is also happens to line up with the spring equinox, the first day of spring. You've probably already thought about your plans and goals for 2025 already, but I'm taking some time before spring to add some things to my list in the form of bingo sheet. A bingo sheet feels low pressure and fun, and I love. So yeah, I guess this bingo sheet is really a sweet way for us to reflect on our goals, put our goals all in here for the upcoming year, which I love. I love spring. It's a bit uglier in Canada. It's not blossoming with flowers, but I love the idea of putting all our goals into this bingo sheet and kind of ticking it off one by one. If you want to join Sophie's Snail Mail Club, the link is in the description down below. Definitely worth it, and something to uplift you. And maybe it even makes me think how I should be sending some more mail to my friends. Yeah, siblings, friends. We need to do more of that. And with that, I think I'm going to end that here. I'm going to take some time to do this bingo sheet. And I probably will share it on my Instagram. So if you're not following there on Instagram, at TheAaronHooper, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting always and sharing your insights. Thanks for being here. And I can't wait to read your guys' process of how you guys formulate your reflection and setting goals for the future. I hope it's as helpful for you guys in doing that, or the people watching, as it is going to be for me to read your comments again. So with that, the sun is setting again, and I will see you guys on day 16. See you tomorrow. Peace out, guys.